A very good afternoon to everyone. Hi, my name is Clarabelle, and I'm 17 years old. Now you must be wondering, who is this girl and what has she done to be worthy of giving a speech? Has she founded a successful startup company and made millions? Or even better yet, has she founded the cure to cancer at the age of 17? Unfortunately, no, I have not done any of those things, although that would be amazing. I am standing here today to tell you all about me. More specifically, to read some letters to my younger self. These are a collection of things I've learned from while growing up. So, without further ado, let's take this back to when I was 6 years old. Dear Clarabelle, hi, this is your future self speaking. It is your final year in kindergarten, and although you don't even know what that means, it doesn't matter. And I think that's why you were so happy, because nothing mattered, and you found happiness in everything. You know, from braiding your hair to taking a nap, even when you were served oatmeal instead of Honey Stars at breakfast, you still found joy in every little thing in the world. And it's the magic in your innocence that I am now trying to recapture. You see, some say happiness takes a dip as you get older. There are more things you begin to think you need to worry about, like what people think about you, what college you'll end up in, and where you're gonna work at. So how can I be that carefree 6-year-old again? Letter 1, finding happiness in the moment. 5 simple words, yet so hard to live by. And I believe that I've been trying to look for happiness, but in all the wrong places. See, Mama told me stories of how you would get teased at kindergarten for refusing to play with the girls, because you would play with the boys instead. And the girls didn't like you, not one bit. They thought you were weird because you chose Legos over Barbie dolls. And yet you found positivity in something so negative. You found happiness in being different from them. And better yet, you simply didn't care. G. Gardner Liddy once held his hand over a candle flame until his flesh burned. When his friend asked, "What's your secret?" he replied, "The secret is not to care." So true happiness is not a state, it is the way we relate to our lives, and I've learned to just care less. In fact, the harder you try to look for happiness, the harder it becomes to find it. In 2003, Dr. Robert Emmons, a professor of psychology at the University of California, Davis, and his colleague, Michael McCullough from the University of Miami, examined the effects of writing gratitude diaries on almost 200 college undergraduates. Students were divided into 3 groups, and they were asked to focus on writing 10 weekly diaries on hassles, annoyances, neutral events, and gratitude. Those in the gratitude group were told, there are many things in our lives, both large and small, that we might be grateful about. So think back over the past week and write down up to 5 things that you might be grateful or thankful for. At the end of the study, those in the gratitude condition experienced a more positive and were 25% happier. They were also more likely to report doing acts of service, and they helped someone in need, as well as offering emotional support to others. That being said, we as human beings have the ability to express gratitude for all experiences in life. So here's a neat takeaway from this segment of my story. Be grateful and be kind, and very soon maybe you'll all realize that happiness is in fact not something but a state of mind. So this is letter 2, not giving up. Dear Clarabelle, when you were 12 years old, you were this awkward, gangly thing. You were subjected to, like any typical Singaporean student, a rigorous and intensive schedule of out-of-school activities, like tuition on the weekends, dance classes, art classes, piano classes, you name it, I had it. And that put some sort of pressure onto you to becoming the best in what you did. And the best was what you weren't. Now here's a story about one of your many breaking points. So at 12 years old, you were a budding ballerina, yet you had 2 left feet. During recitals, you were just another dancer amongst many others. Practices eventually got too tiring for you, and you felt like a failure. Ballet felt like it was a chore. You weren't the best dancer, even though you wanted to be, so you do what you do best. You quit. You gave up on your dreams of being the main dancer in recitals and that dream of being Clara and the Nutcracker. Success is impossible without resilience, as psychology professor Angela Lee Duckworth puts it. Grit is sticking with your future. Day in, day out, not just for the week, not just for months, but for years. And working really hard to make that future a reality. Grit is living life like it's a marathon, not a sprint. Duckworth studied children and adults in challenging environments, including West Point military cadets, spelling bee contestants, and rookie teachers in difficult schools. In each study, her research team asked each group essentially the same question: who here is successful and why? Across numerous contexts, one characteristic emerged as a significant predictor of success: grit. Grit is the quality that allows an individual to work hard and maintain focus, not just for weeks, not for months, but for years. You see, everybody wants to be the ideal girl or guy. Everybody wants to walk into the room, listen for 5 minutes, shout out a crazy thought, drop the mic, and then leave. Very few people want to get into the weeds and bring that idea to life. The reason is because being in the weeds is hard work. You have to get down and dirty, and you have to really, really know your stuff. You have to embrace the unknown every single day and push forward regardless of what challenges arise. So what happens when that first roadblock is reached? Failure is assumed and the whole path is given up entirely. This is why you gave up. Mindset is everything. And without an ironclad and positive frame of mind, you will fail. No matter how talented you are, no matter how many opportunities are handed to you on a silver platter, if you lack persistence, you will find a way to squander it all. Clarabelle, eventually you did get into the spotlight. You joined a small theater group about 2 years later, and you actually scored a role as a Greek queen. It was all a matter of a positive mindset and grit. Letter 3, understanding self-worth. Dear 16-year-old Clarabelle, you are going through a rough patch. You put yourself in difficult predicaments, and you're struggling with interpersonal relationships. So honestly, when you're on, you still will be struggling. People have deserted you, and you're more insecure than you ever have been. You're overthinking constantly, and you don't know who you are. Your biggest flaw is that you thrive in the opinions of others about you. You listen to what the crowd has to say, and then you adjust with accordance to their preference. You are a people pleaser, and you relish in being one. So you watch your every move and your every word with so much precision and caution that you've lost touch with who you actually are. I'm writing this letter to you today about self-worth. Not that I have it all figured out, but maybe now I understand it better. This is going to sound cheesy, but you don't love yourself. And when you don't love yourself, you don't trust yourself. So you trust the perceptions of those around you, the very people who teased you, talked about you, laughed at you, put you down. So the amount of love and affection these people showed to you was the amount that you let yourself think you deserve to have. Because the more their words mattered, the less your own did. And this is where you began to lose self-acceptance and love. One night, you woke up exasperated and in tears. The voices in your head got overwhelming. "She doesn't belong here," one said. "She's so fake," the last one screamed. You headed out for a run to no designated location that night. You only knew to run, so you kept running and running, street after street, building after building, road after road. And eventually, you ran from Orchard Road to Marina Bay. And within those kilometers, I think you somehow ran back into your senses. You got so tired of not being there for yourself. Over time, you began to realize that people hate what they don't understand. They may think they have you all figured out, but they don't. And according to Dr. Raj Raghunathan's behavioral science theories, hurt people hurt people. What that means is that even if you do your best to be kind and considerate, you still may be judged negatively by others. This is not a reflection of your failings. Rather, it is a reflection of where others are coming from. People often behave in the only way they know how. Recognizing this can help you become a little bit more compassionate and thereby lower your worry about what others think about you. Don't let people rent space in your head for free. That's valuable real estate. What other people think about you is none of your business. Be you and let go. And through these tribulations, you will learn the value of good, genuine people, the ones that stick by you. And that is very rare. Clarabelle, I can't say that you completely 100% understand the value of self-worth right now. But I do want to end off my letter to you with something I wish everybody here and you knew sooner. Getting comfortable with being uncomfortable is extremely powerful. it takes daily practice, so take risks, and in this case, take the risk of believing in yourself. This is your gateway to understanding self-worth. So to all our younger selves, learn to trust yourself and your instincts. Be independent and take risks, all while learning the true value of hard work. Lastly, I strongly encourage everyone here to go home this evening and write a letter to your younger self. Only then will you realize how far you've come and how much you've learned. Thank you so much for listening.